The biggest fight is not against the world. It is not against other people. It is not against failure, money, expectations, or time. The biggest fight is the one that happens quietly inside your own mind. It is the fight you wake up with before you even open your eyes. It is the fight you carry through the day while still answering messages, still doing your job, still showing up for everyone else. It is the fight nobody applauds because from the outside you look normal. But inside you are tired in a way sleep cannot fix. This fight happens in silence, in the pause between breaths. In the moment you say I am fine when you are not. In the moment you choose to smile because explaining the truth feels too heavy. This is the emotional weight so many people carry and never name. This is where mental health awareness truly begins. Late at night at home when everything finally slows down and the noise of the world fades, your thoughts get louder. Not dramatic, not chaotic, just constant. You replay old mistakes. You question your decisions. You wonder why you feel empty even when life looks okay. You wonder why motivation disappears without warning. You wonder why you feel guilty for resting and anxious for working. This is real-life mental health, not a headline, not a trend, not something that only happens to other people. It looks like lying in bed scrolling on your phone, not because you are entertained, but because silence feels uncomfortable. It looks like waking up already exhausted. It looks like feeling behind even when you are trying your best. Now we slow down and look closely. Mental health struggles are often quiet. They do not always come with tears or breakdowns. Sometimes they come with numbness, with irritation, with overthinking, with withdrawing just enough that people do not notice, but far enough that you feel alone. It looks like a parent sitting in their car after work, taking deep breaths before going inside, because they do not have the energy to be needed yet. It looks like a student staring at their notes, knowing they should care, but feeling disconnected from everything. It looks like someone canceling plans not because they do not care, but because they are overwhelmed and do not know how to explain it. We live in a world that moves fast and rewards productivity, a world that praises strength, but avoids vulnerability. From a young age, many of us learn that being strong means staying silent, that handling everything alone is something to be proud of. So we push our feelings down, we ignore the warning signs. We tell ourselves it is not that bad. But mental health does not disappear when you ignore it. It waits, it grows heavier, and eventually it shows up in ways you cannot control, in your body, in your relationships, in your energy, in your sense of self. Mental health struggles do not mean you are weak. They mean you are human. They mean you have been carrying more than anyone realizes. You are not lazy for feeling drained. You are not dramatic for feeling overwhelmed. You are not ungrateful for wanting peace. Think about how many people around you are silently fighting the same battle. The friend who always checks on everyone else but never talks about themselves. The coworker who never takes a break and always says yes. The family member who avoids serious conversations and keeps everything surface level. Everyone is carrying something, even if they hide it well. Mental health awareness is learning to see beyond appearances. It is understanding that success does not protect you from burnout, that laughter does not mean happiness, that being strong does not mean being okay. Some days you will wake up and feel lighter. You will think maybe things are finally improving. Other days you will feel like you are back at the beginning. That does not erase your progress. Healing is not a straight line. It is uneven. It is slow. It requires patience with yourself on days when patience feels impossible. Mental health awareness means knowing that bad days do not define you. A hard season does not mean a hard life forever. Feelings are temporary, even when they feel permanent. If you are struggling right now, this message is for you. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need to be positive all the time. You do not need to explain your pain in a way that makes sense to others. What you feel is real because you feel it. That is enough. There will be days when getting through the next hour feels like too much. On those days, do not think about the whole week or the whole future. Focus on the next small thing. Drink water, take a breath, step outside. Text someone you trust. Survival counts. Staying counts. You are not broken. You are overwhelmed. And overwhelmed people can heal when they are supported instead of judged, when they are listened to instead of rushed. Mental health awareness also means changing how we speak to ourselves. Pay attention to your inner voice. Notice how quickly it turns against you on hard days. You would never speak to someone you love the way you speak to yourself when you are struggling. Replace criticism with understanding. Replace shame with curiosity. Ask yourself what you need instead of telling yourself what you should be. Rest is not a weakness. It is a necessity. Taking breaks does not mean you are giving up. It means you are choosing to continue. You do not need to earn rest by exhausting yourself first. There is no shame in asking for help, no shame in therapy, no shame in medication, no shame in saying, "I cannot do this alone." Shame is what keeps people silent, and silence is what keeps pain growing. Speaking does not make you weak, it makes you honest. Mental health awareness is also about how we treat others. Being patient when someone is struggling. Listening without trying to fix everything. Checking in even when it feels awkward. Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness have the biggest impact. You never know how close someone is to giving up. A kind word. A moment of understanding. A reminder that they matter can change a life. And if you are doing okay right now, remember this too. Your strength can be used to support others. Not by solving their problems, but by standing beside them. By reminding them they are not alone. Healing does not mean forgetting what hurt you. It means learning how to live without letting that pain control every decision you make. It means rebuilding trust with yourself. It means allowing joy to return without fear. There will be moments when progress feels invisible, when you wonder if any of this effort is worth it. In those moments, remember how far you have already come. Remember the nights you survived. Remember the days you thought you would not make it through. You are still here. That matters more than you realize. Mental health awareness is not a one-time conversation. It is an ongoing practice. A choice to care. A choice to slow down. A choice to prioritize well-being in a world that constantly demands more. Here is the beautiful truth. You are not behind in life. You are not failing. You are becoming. Growth does not always look impressive. Sometimes it looks like learning to say no. Sometimes it looks like resting without guilt. Sometimes it looks like choosing yourself for the first time. One day you will look back at this version of yourself and feel proud. Proud that you stayed. Proud that you kept going, even when it was hard. Proud that you chose healing over hiding. Until then, remember this. You matter even on your worst days. Your mind deserves care. Your feelings deserve space. And you do not have to fight this battle alone.